All right, I'm
Um,
ready for it. It's the time. I've been waiting for this all episode. Let's talk about Space Jam 2. So, if you're listening and you haven't seen the movie, honestly, it's
Spoiler
Space
alert.
Jam. There's really no major spoilers because you know the plot line. It's fucking Space Jam. But spoiler alert if you don't want to know anything about the movie. So, I loved it. And I'm gonna let you go first, right? I want to hear what you have to say because I have a list of arguments. I know you took some notes and whatnot. I want to
All
hear
right.
your thoughts.
I'm going to give it back to you. And so everything that you say that you like about it, I'm going to tell you why that you're wrong and the
Okay.
reason why you shouldn't like it.
Well, that's kind of
Um,
unfair. Then you're setting it up
I'm
every
I'm
time.
I'm dissecting you. I'm dissecting the reason why nobody should like this.
Okay, and then I'll
Giving you
I'll
it step by
counter.
step.
I'll counter. Okay, yeah,
Yeah, we'll
sure.
counter. We'll go off. So give me the number one reason why you like this movie.
Okay, well, I mean that's hard to like just put it like
Okay.
concrete
Give
number one
me give
reason.
me give me a reason why you like this movie. One of
So
the top.
a reason I like this movie, bro, was because I thought the entire concept of the Warner Brothers serververse was dope.
Okay.
I thought it was sick.
That's it was one big gigantic fucking ad for Warner Brothers. Okay, so the entire plot of the movie was to get kids to watch more Warner Bros. Material. It was to get them to grow up to go ahead and watch all the DC movies. And one of the things that really pissed me off is like, oh, you shouldn't like this movie. It was for kids. That's wrong for three. Like, don't be mad because it sucked. It's for kids. That's wrong for three reasons. Number one, they included shit in there like Game of Thrones. They had, one of the Looney Tunes characters dressed up as Daenerys Targaryen riding on the dragon. Game of Thrones is the farthest fucking thing from a kid's show. So if you
Dude,
wanted to
but you
appeal to
can
kids,
you throw in adult references to kids shows all the time. People do that all the time.
that's exactly. So then they should have made they should have made the movie better because they know adults were watching it.
What? That doesn't make any sense. It's still a
No,
PG movie, bro. Do you
no,
expect them
well
to
then,
make
no,
it?
I'm not. No, I'm not saying that they make it like more catered towards adults. I'm just saying make it not retarded because that movie was retarded.
Dude, I thought it was sick. Okay, you can say it's an ad all you want, okay?
It's an
But
ad.
it wasn't, bro. It's synergy, man. It's synergy.
Yeah.
Disney is the king of it, all right? Disney does it with literally every single product they ever release, every movie, every show, everything. So with the Warner Brothers thing, like there's scenes, in the serververse, they're flying by Harry Potter world and they fly by Matrix world and stuff like that. Do you not like Harry Potter? Do you not like Matrix? Was that not cool to
Yeah,
see?
I like that,
Okay.
but, like, it just felt forced. It
Not
felt
really
forced.
though.
I
It's
didn't
Space Jam, right? Listen, it's Space Jam. So last time was actually in space. It was actually with aliens. This time there was no aliens, so space was the serververse. And what other planets are you going to have on a I thought it was a very, very unique idea. Like a serververse inside of a Warner Bros. Studio computer. I thought it was sick. I loved seeing Game of Thrones in there. I loved seeing King Kong in the fans, like one of the fans. I thought that was awesome. I get why you think it's an ad because, yes, it is promoting you to watch other Warner Brothers content. But that's kind of why I liked it because I love Warner Brothers characters.
Okay, but then too, like, when they're going throughout this Riververse and they're getting all the characters and stuff, I was like, "Dude, this is basically a ripoff of the in-game plot."
Yeah,
I got huge in-game vibes from it. I'm like, "The fucking Avengers did this 2 years ago."
yeah, no, I could see that. It was a little bit like that. But again, I thought it was kind of neat to see like the Looney Tunes intertwined with those other shows and everything like that.
Um, and then another reason why I don't like the argument against kids, like, it was cheesy and bad, but you shouldn't hate on it because it was kid movie argument because 3, um, I watch a lot of kid movies. I have a 6-year-old cousin that I watch movies with, and there's a lot of kid movies that I enjoy. So like that should be no excuse for this movie being trash.
I really didn't see how it was trash. I think the reason
So
people
bad.
think it's trash, I think the reason is because one, people are obsessed with everything vintage. People are obsessed with everything old school, throwback, like, oh, it was way better back in the day, because that's what's cool now for some reason. But it's literally, if you look at, I mean, technology is one thing, right? The graphics are extremely better. The CGI is extremely better. The everything, like, just visually is
Okay.
way better.
So I'm gonna I watched the first Space Jam because I was like, of course, like I'm not gonna sit here and say that the first Space Jam was a piece of cinematic history. It was a
It was.
fucking kids movie. I mean, first Space Jam is so much better than Space Jam 2
You're
because
wrong. You're so wrong. Continue.
because
Go ahead.
okay, the Space Jam actually has a plot. It's a wacky plot, but it's a plot because one of the things that Space Jam 2 doesn't do is that it doesn't have a reason why things are happening. You know, in Space Jam 1, something would happen, therefore another thing would happen. It's the basis of storytelling in any medium whatsoever.
Well,
It's
okay.
this, there, hold up. It's this, therefore this.
Yeah.
So like something would happen, and because of that, something else in the movie would happen. But in Space Jam 2, it was like this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and this happens, and it had no explanation for what it was. It was just fucking stupid.
So
Like,
what
it
is
had
your
no
what is
traction.
your reason then for Space Jam 1? What was the reason for everything to happen?
They would have it like, you know, so the Looney Tunes were challenged to a game of basketball because the fucking aliens were short. And so then therefore the aliens got bigger by stealing talent from Charles Barkley and shit. And then therefore they went up and were big. So then therefore the Looney Tunes needed Michael Jordan to beat them.
All right, ready? All right.
With the other thing,
I'm going to blow your mind. All right. So, LeBron James got challenged to a game of basketball. So, therefore, he needed a team. So,
but
therefore,
why did he get challenged to basketball?
because
Why did the server guy want him?
he wanted to beat him in his own
He-
game.
Yeah,
Because the whole thing was about his son's video game. So he was
Yeah.
teaming up with LeBron's son to like go against LeBron, and he knew that it would be a cheat because he had access to all the cheat codes within the video game. So that's why he challenged LeBron, because he could cheat the video game with the code and everything. So he challenged LeBron.
I also thought the whole thing with LeBron and his fake son was kind of weird.
That is one thing I will agree with. I thought
was
that was
like, that was-
very
that was
forced.
Very cringy.
Especially
Because
when
like
he
yeah,
cried.
Michael Jordan had fake kids in Space Jam 1, but like they weren't really a huge part of the movie. They were just kind of like there, like
There
yeah,
were
it's
one
his kids.
scene. One scene.
Yeah, yeah, and that was like his whole movie was confounded on the real life LeBron James with his fake son. I'm like, that's just a little awkward.
I did think the part with the son was weird. And also the fact, like, that's got to be weird being LeBron's family watching it, because like that wasn't his wife either, and they had like
No.
moments, you know, like they had moments in the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is. I agree with you. That part of it was weird, but overall, I think people were expecting too much. And
I
also-
wasn't, but I was just dumbfounded about how bad that movie was.
Dude, but I mean, if you watch Space Jam 1, it is really not a good movie either. Like compared to
No, I enjoyed it so much
cinematography.
more.
I
whenever you
don't
watched it.
see it. I really they're so similar in that sense. Like in terms of plot lines and everything. And I think also this movie was going to get a lot more hate too because it's LeBron. You know, LeBron is just
Okay.
more controversial.
One of the things that I thought was hilarious about this is a lot of the reasoning that the actor LeBron went through is something that he would never do in real life. Kind of like he said he wouldn't want to act in the movie for Warner Bros. And the pitch scene because it would take away his time from the game.
Yeah.
When he's literally in the movie taking away time from the game.
No, yeah.
When they asked him if he was going to join the Olympics, he said, "Nah, I'm going to face the Goon Squad." Like, dude, do you not realize how oxymoron? The most
I
realistic,
get that.
the most believable acting LeBron did in the whole movie is that scene where he argued with the ref.
Okay, if we want to talk about acting though,
Michael Jordan was such a better actor than LeBron.
Are you serious?
Swear to God, hands down.
Bro,
LeBron was so bad.
Jordan,
not only
I
that-
wouldn't even say Jordan acted, bro. I would just say that Jordan read things in a monotone expression. He literally, this was him. Hey guys, what are we doing with the Looney Tunes? You need me to play
No,
basketball?
No,
Guys,
no.
I don't have my shoes.
Selected.
Bro. Dude,
No, he's
LeBron,
so much better. LeBron was
Bro.
like cringy. LeBron was cringy.
it's Looney Tunes, bro. It's gonna be
No, but-
cringy. He's a basketball player.
No, Looney Tunes are not cringy. Looney Tunes were the best part of the movie.
Well, okay, you know what I mean. It's a kids movie cartoon. It's gonna be corny, like cringy jokes and stuff. That's part of it, bro.
Right.
But LeBron, there was emotion in his acting, even though it
Also-
wasn't good acting. It wasn't
Okay.
good. It was just
No.
better than Jordan's. There was emotion. Jordan literally
And
just fucking sat there.
one of the things too that I thought was really funny is how he lit up like a little kid when he thought Michael Jordan was going to come in and help him and save him because he needed help. Like, oh, there you go, LaFraud at it again, needing help.
Oh my god, bro.
Dude,
Whatever.
I'm just saying. And then another thing too is that God, what was I going to say about his acting?
I thought it was way better than Jordan's. Like I thought it wasn't even
No.
close.
So bad.
Dude, of course
and
it's
on
bad
top of that,
acting.
the acting outside of LeBron too was like all the acting was bad. Even Don Cheadle's character was bad acting.
Really? I liked Don Cheadle. I liked his
Dude,
character.
he was not a good actor in that movie.
I
And I
don't
like
know.
Don Cheadle a lot.
There were a
Like,
few scenes though that were cringy, like with Don Cheadle. You're right.
very
But
much so.
overall, I
And,
thought
like,
he did okay.
looking at the characters outside, the real characters outside of Jordan, and the first one, Bill Murray was excellent in it, and the
Well, yeah.
annoying like assistant guy was excellent in it as well. So like, just all around, like every single aspect that you can compare him to, Space Jam 1 was better.
I just again I think it's because people aren't willing to admit the new school is better than the old school. I think
No, that's not it. That's not it. That's I looking at it from a purely unbiased perspective.
I agree with you. I think the
I-
supporting cast in the first movie, the supporting cast was much better. It was much more entertaining. I also like the fact that Charles Barkley played a significant role. Muggsy Bogues had a few lines. Patrick Ewing had a few lines too. Like other NBA players, same with Larry Bird. Larry Bird was even golfing with them whenever he got sucked into the hole. But I wish we saw more lines from Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Like I wish we saw that. That would have been cool.
I don't know. I mean, another thing too is that the movie was 2 hours long and it still felt rushed. Like the scene where they started the game, I was like, oh shit, like the game is starting already. Like they didn't really lead up to it.
That's kind of how the first
Like,
one is too, though.
everything's because I mean, like a little bit, but not as bad. Like I don't know.
I
The whole
really, I
movie
guess
just
we're just
felt
gonna have to agree to disagree because I really
Basic-
don't see it. I don't see
Um,
how the first one's better.
Let's see. But I went in the movie like looking forward to it I didn't come to it looking to shit on it. Like I
Okay.
was looking to enjoy it. I was like, oh, I'm really gonna like this movie. And then 20 minutes in, I was like, oh god damn it.
Dude, I thought it was awesome, bro.
The only part that I laughed at was when LeBron landed in Looney Tunes World and then he landed his Nike swoosh.
Oh, that was pretty cool. Yeah.
But even that was an ad.
I mean, yeah, kinda. I like the part
Everything was
where
an ad.
I like the part where he came out of halftime during the game and they're all doing like the dance, like getting hype and stuff, and then he like stops and he does his face or whatever that big
Yeah.
LeBron smile face is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I will say though that LeBron's intro was better than Jordan's intro.
The opening
But not
credits.
the song. Not the song. The opening credits. The highlight reel was better, but not the song.
That was, dude. I was so hyped whenever it first started playing because it's like exactly how they did the first intro with like Jordan's highlights and
No,
everything.
that part was good, and
Yeah.
I liked how they added some of his most iconic quotes, like I'm not gonna shut up and dribble, and then like taking my talents to South Beach and
Yeah.
shit like that. I was like, all right, this is cool.
It was very
But,
well
like,
done.
Yeah, that part was pretty good.
I will
And
admit,
the music was so bad in this movie, though. Can we agree on?
I didn't
that?
really pay attention to it as much.
Just any song that they played, because they made a bunch of original music. Like they got rappers to come in, and it was
Oh, okay. Well, I will agree with you on that. Then the
bad.
original Space Jam song is king. That's OG shit. But another thing I'll agree, the only thing I will say that the first movie was better on than the second movie is Lola Bunny. That's all I got to say, Lola Bunny. It was a disgrace. There was no
Dude.
crop top. There was no slow-mo turned around booty shots of her walking away. There was no flirting with Bugs Bunny. I don't know, man. It was missing something. It wasn't the same.
I don't know. And Bugs Bunny never kissed LeBron. Bugs Bunny kissed Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Ahead of his time. Ahead of its time.
Whatever, bro.
I'm
know,
just saying.
LeBron didn't need any secret stuff at halftime to win. Just
Yeah,
saying.
but he lit up like a fucking Christmas tree when he thought Michael Jordan was gonna bail him out at halftime.
Dude, would you not light up like a Christmas tree if you thought Michael Jordan was coming?
Not if I was the greatest player of all time. Like
Oh, shut up, bro.
Dude. And also LeBron wasn't even the MVP of the game. It was Wile E. Coyote.
You're right though. Wile E. Coyote had like 700
Wile E.
points.
Coyote came fucking clutch.
Yeah, that was. I mean, that was kind of clutch. But if you think about it, It wasn't real basketball though.
LeBron couldn't even stretch. He had to
Well,
get a little extra boost pad from the sun. He had to get a little
Well, I mean, that was the
hand-
remake. That was the remake of it. You know, they can't do the same thing. You want them to do
No.
the same thing in the movie?
No. Yes.
Make it the same as it was.
It was good.
Honestly,
it worked.
Yeah, I mean, it did. I wouldn't have been too upset, honestly, if they had like just recreated a couple things, like exactly.
I thought it was funny how they were like, when Bugs was like, when do we ever have a chance to play with one of the greatest basketball players of all time? And Lola was like,
Yeah,
been
it's
there,
like,
done that.
yeah,
And he's like, yeah, you're right.
yeah. Right. Like whenever he first saw LeBron, he was like, "So you want world-renowned basketball talent want me, a silly cartoon character, to help you in a game of basketball?" And then he turns to the camera. He's like, "That sounds familiar."
Yeah.
So there were a few
Nah.
bits and pieces that were great, but I can't believe you think it's bad, dude.
I thought it was bad. Yeah.
I can't
I
believe
thought it
it.
was bad.
I thought it was amazing.
I just didn't like all the corporate, like, I feel like if they just left it alone and try to make it its own movie instead of a gigantic ad for the company itself, then, because I felt like it didn't have a soul. The movie didn't have a soul because it was just trying to shell out fucking money. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like Space Jam
yeah.
1 that movie had a soul. You know
I
what
get
It
what
had-
you mean, kind of, but like, how else were they gonna make it space? You know what I mean? Because Jordan played
I
against
mean-
the aliens, so how were they gonna make it space?
I mean, they could have done it without all the. I don't know. They could have done it differently. Is what I'm saying. I don't know
They probably
how
could've.
they could have, but they purposefully set it up to where they're just spoon feeding us fucking ads. And
I loved that. You know, I liked seeing all of it.
I
It was
just felt like
cool.
I was trying to be sold something when I was just trying to watch a movie.
I like that scene too. LeBron comes back
And
on
I
the
like-
spaceship. He's like, "Oh, Hufflepuff, I knew it." Like,
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
nah. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
We can agree to disagree.
And I already like most of those movies that they were trying to get me to watch anyway. I've seen most of them, so it's just like, ugh, I don't know. Being spoon, like I said, just being spoon fed an ad, and that's LeBron for you, dude. He's just greedy and
Oh, shut up.
he's just
bro.
it's the mercenary mentality.
Whatever,
coming
dude.
again,
He's
you know?
greedy, man. Mister I Promise
greedy.
School, the kid from Akron, bro. What are you talking about? He's greedy.
He's greedy. It's
Dude.
it's mercenary money.
He
That's
does
all it
so
was.
much
is
for
that-
charity and shit.
I'm just saying, the player
Whatever.
LeBron, the player
Whatever,
LeBron.
dude.
It's very.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
a lot
that's
of the
I don't know.
a lot of it was oxymoron and how he treated his real life compared to how he actually is in real life. There was a couple of parts where he's like, I thought it was funny because he wouldn't let his teammates be who they were. And he's like,
Mhm.
you got to play the game my way. But the movie kind of reflected on that aspect of his game negatively. But like, that's how fucking LeBron is in real life. Like when you go to play with LeBron, you got to play it
Kinda.
LeBron's way. So
But
that's just-
LeBron's way is
it
the
was-
right way usually, bro.
I mean, yeah, but I just thought it was funny that
No,
they
you're
were
right, yeah.
talking about that in the movie is a bad thing. I have so many gripes about this movie.
I also liked though, whenever like Don Cheadle was like, he was talking to Dom, LeBron's son, and he was like, Dom was like, "Where's my dad at?" And he was like, "Oh, he left. That's kind of his MO, you know. He left Cleveland, left Miami again, then Cleveland again. Watch out, LA." Like
Yeah,
that was really funny.
the digs at LeBron were probably my favorite parts of the movie.
Yeah, we'll see. Okay, well, if that's your favorite part of the movie, obviously,
Or because
you're not
it was
movie.
self-deprecating. It wasn't just him trying to stroke his ego.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, me too. I enjoy it. And he recognized it at least. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I think we're just going in circles kind of at this
We're
point.
going, yeah.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. I'm not saying it's like one of the best movies of the year. I'm not saying it was an amazing film. I just think it was way better than people are giving it credit for. And
Okay.
I liked it better than the first one.
I can agree with you saying that you enjoyed it, but you saying that it's better than the first one is just a sin. But whatever.
All right.